Our world is full of mysteries science can't explain. From a never-ending lightning storm to a river that boils, these places defy logic and leave experts baffled. Stay till the end to see the strangest of them all. And if you love mind-blowing content, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let's dive into the top 10 strangest places on Earth that defy science. 10. The Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is infamous for unexplained disappearances of ships and planes. Over the years, scientists and researchers have attempted to uncover the truth behind these mysterious vanishings. Some theories suggest magnetic anomalies that disrupt navigation, while others point to methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor, which could sink vessels. Another idea involves an unusual electronic fog that disorients pilots and sailors. Harsh weather conditions, powerful underwater currents, and rogue waves are also possible explanations. Despite extensive studies, no single theory fully accounts for all disappearances, leaving room for speculation and myths. Some believe supernatural forces or extraterrestrial activity may be involved, fueling conspiracy theories. However, experts argue that many incidents result from human error, natural disasters, or mechanical failures. Whether a natural phenomenon or an unsolved mystery, the Bermuda Triangle continues to fascinate people worldwide. 9. Blood Falls. Antarctica. Cascading down the face of Taylor Glacier in Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys is a 5-story waterfall that appears to be flowing with blood. The striking red color comes from iron-rich saltwater that oxidizes when it makes contact with air. What truly baffles scientists is the ecosystem living within this bizarre natural feature. Researchers have discovered microbes trapped in a subglacial pool that have evolved to survive without light or oxygen for nearly 2 million years. These ancient organisms have adapted to live in extremely salty water with high iron content, challenging our understanding of how life can persist in extreme environments. 8. The Hestalin Lights. Norway. In the remote Hestalin Valley of central Norway, strange, unexplained lights have been appearing in the sky for at least 80 years. These luminous phenomena hover above the ground, sometimes stationary and sometimes moving with incredible speed. The lights vary in color from white to yellow to red and can remain visible for hours. Despite decades of research, including a permanent scientific observatory established in the valley, experts still cannot fully explain their origin. Theories range from unusual plasma formations caused by ionized gas to complex reactions between mineral deposits in the valley. 7. The Moving Rocks of Death Valley. In Death Valley's racetrack playa, heavy rocks appear to move across the flat desert floor entirely on their own, leaving long trails behind them. These sailing stones, some weighing up to 700 pounds, seem to defy the basic laws of physics. After years of research, scientists discovered that when thin sheets of ice form during winter rainwater freezing, even light winds can push the rocks across the slippery surface. What makes this explanation so remarkable is the rarity of the required conditions rain in Death Valley, followed by freezing temperatures and gentle winds, explaining why the phenomenon went unsolved for generations. 6. Eternal Flame Falls. New York. Hidden within the cascading waters of Shadle Creek in New York's Chestnut Ridge Park burns a flame that seems to defy logic. The Eternal Flame Falls features a small grotto where a natural gas seep fuels a flickering fire. Unlike most natural gas seeps that require extremely hot temperatures deep within the earth to produce methane, the gas at Eternal Flame Falls is being generated at much lower temperatures. Research indicates that the shale formations beneath the falls are releasing natural gas at temperatures nearly 200 degrees cooler than what conventional scientific understanding suggests is necessary. 5. The Crooked Forest. Poland. Near the town of Gryfino in western Poland stands one of the most perplexing botanical mysteries on Earth, the Crooked Forest. Here, approximately 400 pine trees grow with an unusual 90-degree bend at their base, all curving northward before straightening upward. Various theories have been proposed to explain this phenomenon, from deliberate human manipulation for shipbuilding materials to damage from heavy snowfall, or even strange gravitational fluctuations. Adding to the mystery, Many records that might have explained the forest's origin were destroyed during World War II. 4. The Devil's Kettle Falls, Minnesota. Along the Brule River in Minnesota's Judge C.R. Magny State Park lies a waterfall that has confounded geologists for generations. At the Devil's Kettle Falls, the river splits in two, with half continuing normally downstream, while the other half vanishes completely into a deep hole in the rock. For decades, scientists have dropped objects into the kettle, hoping to discover where the water reemerges, but nothing was ever found downstream. Recent dye tests suggest the water actually rejoins the river shortly downstream, but the exact underground pathway remains unmapped, and the fate of objects dropped into it remains a mystery. 3. Lake Hillier, Australia. On Middle Island, off the coast of Western Australia, lies a lake so vibrantly pink it appears to be filled with strawberry milkshake rather than water. Lake Hillier's striking bubblegum color remains vivid throughout the year and even when collected in containers. While most pink lakes get their color from algae that produce carotenoids, Lake Hillier contains additional elements that scientists don't fully understand. Research has revealed a complex ecosystem involving halophilic bacteria, Dunaliella salina algae, and high salt concentrations. But the precise interaction that creates such a stable, vivid pink remains elusive. 2. Movile Cave, Romania. Sealed off from the outside world for over 5.5 million years, lies one of Earth's most alien environments. Romania's Movile Cave. Discovered accidentally during construction work in 1986, this subterranean world exists completely independent of sunlight, with an atmosphere rich in hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide, but low in oxygen. Scientists have identified 48 species in the cave, including 33 found nowhere else on the planet. These organisms have evolved in complete isolation, creating a food web based on bacteria that derive energy from chemicals rather than sunlight. The cave represents what scientists call a parallel earthen environment that evolved completely independently from the rest of our planet's ecosystems. 1. The Gate to Hell. Turkmenistan. In the middle of Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert burns a fiery crater that has been continuously ablaze for over 50 years. Known locally as the Door to Hell, this 230-foot wide burning pit was created when Soviet geologists accidentally drilled into a massive underground natural gas cavern in 1971, causing the ground to collapse. Fearing the release of poisonous gases, scientists decided to light the crater on fire, expecting it would burn out in a few weeks. Over 5 decades later, it continues to burn with no signs of extinguishing. Even more astonishing is the discovery of extremophile bacteria living at the edges of the crater, thriving in temperatures that would incinerate most life forms. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.